Hey, everybody, Martika here, and this is definitely a Let's Talk moment. As you saw on the title, we're talking about use what you got and buy what you can afford. Okay. So before we get into this real talk, I want to welcome you to my channel and thank you for joining me. And if you feel at the end of this video, you like what you hear, you like what you see, subscribe, definitely subscribe. And everybody, give this video a thumbs up. It definitely helps my channel. So let's talk, you guys. And I have my notes here, as you guys know I always do, but in this one, this was pretty important to me because I feel that probably a lot of people are feeling this way. And let's just talk about it. So, whether you've been sewing for a long time or you just started, there's sometimes a mindset, that we can get into that can be pretty bothersome, okay? Pretty bothersome in our own minds, okay? And we're talking about like you want all the things, but your budget says that you can't not afford them right now. Or your budget says you need to wait because you need to just hold on for a little while longer just in case you need this. When I say need this, I mean need this money that you're setting aside. You see what others are sewing with, and you feel dissatisfied with what you have. Sometimes you can feel that way. I have felt that way before. And then even you're on a budget, but you feel like you need more. If you felt that way before, tell me in the comments, because I know that out of everything that I just shared with you, I have felt this way before along my sewing journey. However, these things can put a real damper on your sewing experience if you let it. And the key word is if you let it. And this is merely about really honing in and being satisfied with what you have. So what I have done, I have created a list of 4 things, to share with you that you can just remember to uplift yourself, to remind yourself, if you're starting to feel this way, if you feel like you don't have enough or what you're sewing with is not enough or you want more and you can't do it right now, you're comparing yourself to others at the end of the day. This is just a list to get you back on track, okay? And I really, really hope that this helps somebody out there. So number 1, remember, we all have to start somewhere in this journey, you guys. We have all started, okay? We have started with not enough. We have started with a little more than enough. But that more than enough may not have been what you needed. So we have all started somewhere. So just remember that if you're just starting out, that is your start, okay? Number 2 is purchase what you need as you go. Please, especially if you're just starting out. If you've been sewing for a while, get back into that habit of purchasing what you need as you go. And if you have been sewing for a while and you have a stash, check your stash before purchasing what you need because you might have it. Number 3 is impulse. Remember this, you guys. I really want you to remember this because this is so easy to do in this community. Impulsive buying can lead to hoarding. And I'm not talking about like what you see on Hoarders, unless you allow it to get that bad. But I'm talking about in the sewing, in fabric, in sewing tools and notions, heck, in sewing machines. Impulsive buying, just because it's within your niche of sewing, you gotta have it. Oh, I gotta have that. I gotta have this. And then before you know it, you got all this stuff. There's nothing really to do with it. So a solution to that one right there is if you no longer need it or you don't see where you're going to use it after you have bought it, get rid of it. Donate it. Somebody else can use it. If it's just sitting there, if it's fabric you bought and you thought that it was beautiful at the time, but you've gotten it home and it sat there for so long, get rid of it. donate it, you guys. Give it to someone who's starting on their sewing journey too. Make something out of it and gift it. You know, if you can't figure out something to do with it, make a gift out of it and gift it to somebody. Heck, wrap a box with it. You know, make a fabric box out of it. You know, do something with it to get it out of your stash or out of your collection so that you feel a little bit more freer, okay? Number 4, and the last one, is finding those bargains can be even more satisfying, okay? So you guys know that I am a budget shopper, okay? I love sewing on a budget. I love shopping on a budget, but not just looking for anything, but looking for good stuff, okay? And let me tell you, when you can save money this way, it can be so satisfying because of the fact you have saved money. Whether it's shopping around, driving around, going to the different fabric spots, or even doing this online, you guys, it not only can be fun because it's like a scavenger or a treasure hunt, but it's also satisfying too because you have gotten what you need and you have saved a lot of money. So you guys, I just wanted to put this out there to encourage you to, not compare yourself to others, especially to others who have been sewing for a long time, because we see notions and different tools and things that come across all the time. But just because someone is using it, you have to look at yourself and see what it is that you sew. Do you actually need that? Or is that just a want because so-and-so have it, or everybody seems to have this tool or whatever, so I need it in case I need it. There are things that I do not have, and there are things that I will not get until I see that there is a need for it. That's one plus about me having to have had to sew in a very small space, which is the corner of my bedroom, for so long. It limits on what I can purchase. However, I'm getting ready to get my sewing room back actually here in a few days, but I am still going to stay in that habit because even though I will have more space, that doesn't mean I want it overcrowded with things that I'm not even using. I want everything in my sewing room to be useful, because if it's not useful, you guys, I'm just wasting it, okay? I'm making waste out of it. And yeah, it serves no purpose, and I'm just not about that life, okay? So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if this has helped in any way. I know it's not a lot, but I didn't feel like I needed to put a list of 20 things out there for you to get the message, you guys. But I would like to know if this has helped and your thoughts on this, if you have felt this way. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. And thank you for joining me, and happy sewing, you guys. Bye-bye.